welcome. You're looking live at the Calamity Jones Hour. I'm Mandy Jones, the comedian. And as always with me is my husband, Glenn. He's not here right now. He is. He's just napping. He works so much. Got to let a man sleep. He's got to hit that REM. I am here with a very, very, very special guest. My knees are shaking. I really am nervous. But we've been hanging out, and it's really I can't even begin to tell you how much I adore this guest we have tonight. But for a little couple of housekeeping tips, please share the show. Please share the show. Please share the show. And also, subscribe to Mandy Jones, the comedian, on YouTube. That's where you can find free podcasts. You can find free stand-up comedy. We did a live comedy show in my living room yesterday, and we just had nothing but fun. And that was all free, 2-hour live comedy show on YouTube. So if you don't want to pay for Netflix or Spotify or any of this other stuff, we have free content, and it's all nonsense, no political stuff ever. And just before I bring the guest on, I do want to talk about two special guests that I have on the table. One, I'm drinking some soda out of a mug, but it has the photography of my beautiful friend Esther Forrester. She was on the live comedy show last night. She is hilarious, and she brought it, which we had a great time at the show, and she was hilarious. So thank you, Esther, for the mug with their beautiful original photography on there. And then my aunt had painted me this, and now I don't think you guys even understand the meaning of this. And you won't, probably for a long time. But this is Sunny D, because the world needs more citrus. When I was a kid and my aunt and I hung around, I was Sunny D. I was her bright little sidekick, and she was Tropicana, and we could take on the world with positivity. And honestly, we both recognize that the times are a-changing and that there's a new future out there. So her and I have decided to identify as juice slingers again. Apparently, there's some groups on Facebook that she came across that were highly sexualized, and we do not associate with those juice slingers at all. But Sunny D, because the world needs more citrus. So try to think of the sunny side, even though there is so much darkness in this world. We try to look on the sunny side, and that doesn't mean putting your head in a hole, but it does mean that there are silver linings. But without further ado, my friend, and now yours, Miss Taz, the resident artist.
What is up?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am great. I had told you that I was going to have this up here, and I don't. So I forgive you that you can't see what you look like, but let me pull us up on Facebook, because this is the real deal. You always supported my show. That's how Bonnie found you. Bonnie is my co-host on the Wildflowers, but before we were on the Wildflowers, we were on a show called Three's Company Radio Show. It was Bonnie Scalisi.
Yeah.
Jim Raya and myself, Father Jim, who gave you a ride over here yesterday, and we
what a trooper.
We thank him. We thank
you.
He is endlessly a generous gentleman. We love him dearly. And like yesterday was just such a true showmanship of my friends in the comedy world and who it's brought me with, because like I would not know you, kid. I really would not, had I not decided to join comedy and then get roped into doing a podcast. Roped into it like I didn't want to do it. They held me down, and I said, I guess if you have nobody else. No, I'm just kidding. I was dying to get airtime. And we had and you had sent us while we were performing a picture of us, the three of us, and ever since that moment, I knew I was doing something special. I was doing something right, because you had taken a different medium. I knew people were laughing and sharing and liking and commenting, but you drew us. So I knew you took time. First of all, I can't draw for shit. So you took your sweet time and you sent it to us while we were on the air. And we were like, oh my God, like, This is like supporter art right now. Like this, a super supporter right now. Like I cannot even believe this. And it was really amazing. And since then we're we're on the internet.
Oh yeah.
Friends on the internet, but sometimes like things don't connect. Like you meet someone on the internet and they have like this internet presence where it's like, oh, love, passion, but you're like they're like total jerks. Like in real life,
yeah, live, laugh, love.
Yeah,
They were like, oh,
yeah, God,
the
please,
worst.
please. But I met you, and you are exactly who you are on, like through the, and I knew you would be because you share every time you see a post of mine that you catch, you share it. Oh my God, Robin DeVito saying, I have that t-shirt, Taz. Look at that.
Oh my God.
I don't believe in coincidences. Oh, my mom's saying, hi, Taz. Hi, Mama.
Hi, Mama Mandy. I call her Mama Mandy.
Oh, Mama Mandy. I didn't know you guys had a little, is that an inside joke that I didn't know about, Mom? I didn't know about that. Mom, I saw Patty today because Taz went over to our former network and was on another show, and so I dropped her over in Nassau, and I went and saw my Aunt Patty, who gave me this beautiful picture that I love and adore. She supports me endlessly, and she comes out to live comedy shows and all that good stuff. But yeah, we've been having nothing but fun, and you got to do like so many. So you were at my former network, so you were on Knock 'em Dead Radio.
Yes.
That's from 9. It's super early. It's too early for me. No, it's from 11 to 1 every day, right? Yeah. Monday through Friday. So that's on our former network. And what were you doing with them? What were you guys talking about? You had Andy on. You said they were telling some sex jokes.
Yeah, Mr. Plajanos and we do. It's funny because in the comment section, we always do the sex jokes.
Okay.
And so it was like that in real life.
Oh, cool.
And it was fantastic.
Awesome. So it gets to bring like the real life, like what we were just playing into, like the me and you have this connection on the internet, and then you meet each other in real life, and it's like, oh, same sense of humor, totally gets it. Like, fucking, we're setting up for the comedy show last night. She's literally chasing my husband around with a dustpan as he's sweeping. Like, she's just so damn fucking sweet. Bill Hansen saying hi to both of us. Hey, Bill. Hey, Nancy Weems is saying hi to us. We have the best in the house tonight. So Taz, I'm not only honored to be drawn by you, but so many people are honored to be drawn by you. You're like a really big deal in Fox News. Can you tell us like how that even happened?
Okay, so back in 2015, if everybody's like knows Red Eye and stuff.
Okay, that I don't. It's a comedy. I don't, but it's a Fox News comedy show.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2015.
Yeah, I always bring up Red Eye, and they're like, "Oh, that's cool," but it was like this was a national television series that started in 2007.
Okay.
I was 12 years old when it came out, right?
Yeah.
And so I've been watching it for that long, and then in 2015, the main host for Red Eye, which was Greg Gutfeld, he was just like, Deuce, and he was just like, but y'all are going to still have Red Eye, but with a different host.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, cool. 2015, I had been graduated, so therefore I don't have a curfew anymore. And so I was thinking about it, like, dude, I should just draw something every day, I should just draw like a show every day. And Red Eye is like one of the like best shows, and it's on every night, and I'm just like, I should draw it every night. And I always had that in my head, but then I never started it until 2015 when Greg Gutfeld's all like, and I was just like,
this is my time.
Yeah, I was just like,
I gotta start doing it.
I could draw the new host and like something new for both of us. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna start out new, I'm gonna start out new.
There you go.
Whoever it was. Yeah.
There you go.
And I didn't know who the host was gonna be, right?
Okay.
So that was kind of like
exciting. Like, who am I gonna get to draw?
Yeah. And then
you've already committed.
Right, exactly. And then it came out as like, oh, the new host of Red Eye is Tom Shalhoub. And I'm like, the commercial guy? I'm like, because Tom Shalhoub, he was on Red Eye a lot, like randomly, and just he was frequent. But like, I'm just like, oh, Tom Shalhoub, because I never really got to see. I only watched Red Eye on the Fridays and sometimes Saturdays.
Right, weekend, yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm just like, yeah, I knew who he was, and you see him on commercials and stuff like that. So I'm just like, oh, they have that guy. He's cool. But I was just kind of like, that's kind of weird, you know, like
not who I would have picked.
Yeah, not who I would. But
if they would have asked me, I would have picked somebody else.
Yeah, no, but and then so when we first started, because he started in June 26th, 2015, and I started drawing July 2nd, 2015, which was also, it was considered the July 3rd show, but since I was still awake, I'm like, it's still July 2nd. So I drew this. This is the very first drawing.
Ooh, okay.
And
here, I'm gonna bring it closer because it's supposed to be up here for you to see, but it's not. Oh wait.
There it is.
There it is.
Very first drawing, and I brought this
Thursday.
I brought this for him because I'm gonna go see him.
So you're gonna give him this tomorrow?
Yeah. Okay,
awesome.
So this is the thing. You know how I was like, Tom Shalhoub, like, really? You know, type of thing. We got so close for all of those years. He did so much for me. I did so much. Well, I mean, I only drew the show.
No, but drawing the show, it's you drew all my profile pictures. Ever since you've drawn me, I was like, I'm a cartoon now. I can sign out of having a face. I got a girl who thinks I could be a cartoon, so I'm done. Like, thank you. And that's how I felt about it. I really did. I felt so honored, and that's why Tom Shalhoub is like the time that goes into. Because we as comedians are 100 miles a minute, 100 words a minute, and that's, you know, you're a mile a minute. It's so your word ain't worth much sometimes. If you work like that, but a drawing is concrete, and it took time, and make no mistake, you know what I mean? It's art, but like it's, you know, you present it in a way that it's like I always just think it's perfect. But you know, I could see why he was so honored. Like, it takes so much time goes into it, and it's just, as artists, we respect time, but we cannot even imagine your time versus our time. It's like dog years or something. Like, it just doesn't compute.
Oh man, but like, so when I first started, and it's weird because when I first started, I wasn't drawing at all. I had stopped drawing for a long time. Yeah. And I was kind of like, eh. And so when I started drawing this every day, it became kind of an obsessive thing because I'm like, I need to keep drawing this or else I'll fall out of it.
Right,
again, you know?
right. Yeah,
and I didn't want to fall out of it.
But that's good. But that's good that you like set almost like because sometimes you set a goal for yourself and it sucks. Like, if you want to wake up like we had your sis Andrea on, and she wakes up every morning and because she decided to work out and stuff, and I'm sure there's mornings when she does not feel like fucking getting out of bed, but you made that fucking decision.
I have to do it.
I fucking said I was gonna do it, and doing it now.
I'm gonna destroy my glutes today.
Promised myself, but that's what you promised yourself, that you were gonna, you know, draw or no draw, I'm gonna draw it. So
and it's funny because I had that mindset that I have to do it. And then I started noticing, like, oh, that's kind of obsessive. But it was also like, you know, it wasn't necessarily because of the show, like, I need to watch my show and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no, it was constructive.
It was like kind of more of a life type of thing,
like a routine.
You know? Yeah, and I was just like, not necessarily the show or anything, because I genuinely love everybody that I draw. Right. Every single person I draw, I love, you know? I treat them all like family. I'm just like, I just see them as family because I've known them all my life. I mean, like I said, Red Eye came out when I was 12. Yeah. So I grew up with a lot of these people, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah, and I know you. Like,
yeah, exactly. And so I'm just like, so like I see Tom Shalhoub as like a dad. Yeah, basically. Yeah. And like, and then, you know, Mama Fela, I call him Mama. And then there's Papa Pat, who's Pat Dixon. And I call him Papa Pat. I don't know why. I can't remember why. Oh, I think it's because I'm like, oh, Papa Pat sounds cute. But
but that's fine. That works for me. I'll take
yeah. But yeah, Tom Shalhoub, I can't stress enough. He's the best.
Yeah.
I like him so much.
Well, no, that's great. And
Yeah.
like you guys,
He's
like
so
you
good.
said, it was like this kind of like, I'm gonna start a new beginning, start a venture, not know who it's gonna be, and then it's like, oh, this is great for both of us.
Yeah.
And you actually thought it was you and Greg that were gonna. It's really you started it for Greg. But now then you and Tom actually had the love affair in the end.
Right, exactly. I was just like, sorry.
And like later, who's Greg? Sorry.
Yeah. And I met Mr. Gutfeld and he was like, oh, you're Tess. Oh, I finally get to meet you. And I was just like, hey, man. And I'm like, hey, sorry I didn't draw your red eye. And then he was like, it's because you don't like me. And I'm like, but, oh, man. Oh, God.
Yeah, actually,
it's
as
so
soon as
funny.
you left, I got inspired to draw the show.
I was like, oh, finally, someone else.
Somebody else's goddamn face. Finally, maybe it's worth drawing now, actually. Once they get him out of there.
Yeah.
Now I'm totally fucking around.
According to plan.
Yeah, I know. That's what I love when people think things are like heavily orchestrated. I'm like, I wish I were that demonic. Like, come on. I wish I could like really be that crazy. Jan Brenner is saying, Mandy, thumbs up. Jan Brenner, we love you. Jan, how you doing? I know you were you were down for the count for a little while, but I hope you're doing better. You're giving me a thumbs up via Avatar, so I'm thinking you're good. Robin DeVito is saying, so sweet, Taz. No, Robin, she's been staying at my house and she is so sweet. She really is. Like she texted me. I'm going to say this. I'm going to publicly say this. She texted me, the garbage man came. Where do I put the garbage? I'm like, mind your business, A. And the second, well, all right, roll him up the driveway. But God bless you, Chris Smith, for raising this fucking little angel, honestly. Seriously. Like, honestly, not everyone's like that. Like, not everyone's like, I think you're an old soul, too. I mean, I know you love the old tunes.
Yeah.
Like, you get down to, like, Three Dog Night, which is, like, that was the first cassette Glenn ever got from his grandmother. Or CD, actually. Or it might have been a cassette, but he got it from his grandmother because she asked him what he wanted, and that's what she got him. And, yeah, because that was a grandma-approved, hit.
Yeah.
And
she had a crush on Corey, his long hair.
I know. So you draw also, not only do you draw Fox News characters, you draw a ton of like Frank Sinatra and like the old timey James Dean, like the old timey guys.
Yeah, Dean Martin I draw. Dean Martin, Steve McQueen is who I draw the most, I think.
Because he's the sexiest.
It's funny because Steve McQueen, he's handsome, but in a different way. Like, he's kind of like a different looking guy, right?
Yeah.
But he's not like, I would say, like, not Dean Martin. A guy could go gay for him, and it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, he's pretty, dude. Nobody's judging you if you go gay for Dean Martin.
I know, that's just human nature. It's like symmetrical, like, when people are attractive, like that. And that's one of the things that I think keep Glenn and I, like our marriage actually realistic, is like that we talk about like, other people are attractive. Like the one day I literally asked him, I was like, am I the prettiest girl you ever seen? He was like, don't ask stupid questions. And not like because I am the prettiest girl he's ever seen, like because you're stupid for saying that because you're going to make me lie to your fucking face. Like, you asshole. Like,
you're just like...
He's like, don't ask stupid questions. And it's not like, oh, you're the prettiest girl in the world. It's like, no, fucking...
Imagine he goes like, I've seen better.
He was just like, don't ask stupid questions because I've seen better is the actual harsh answer. But, once again, just don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. My aunt's asking, what time is the show? We're on now. We're live. We're on, Patty.
This is a huge thing.
I can get her down. I saw my Aunt Patty today.
Just put now.
I can't think. We're on now. Oh, by the way, I took autocorrect off. Because I think she should be outlawed, that fucking nosy bitch. She's a bitch. It's definitely a girl because she's nosy as fuck. Changing shit like as it goes out.
Yeah.
Like, I want it to be a curse, and then it's like duck or whatever the fuck, you know, like that's just an easy one. But you know what I mean? Always.
I like as soon as I found out how to get rid of it, I got rid of it.
Yeah,
when
somebody
no,
told
I'm
me,
not doing this.
my uncle told me he turned it off, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm turning her off. I didn't know. He didn't like that she was changing how he spelled Fanny. He had it up to here with her because like it's my mom's brother, so they're like joke around, and Fanny is just what my grandmother would call an ass.
Yeah.
So an ass.
An ass.
That's what she would call a bottom.
The rear end.
Bonnie Scalisi saying, Patty, Aunt Patty, you find us? Patty, you're going to have to watch the beginning. I was telling them all about this beautiful painting I got from you today and what this movement means to the world. Honestly, and there's going to be memes, and there's going to be more things. Like the other day, we put up. It was just an orange orchard, and it says, even though you've never been to an orange orchard, you might have never been to an orange orchard, you still believe they exist. And it was a piece about faith. You know, like there's stuff out there just because you don't see it, and just because you can't. You know, we have to have faith, and you know, faith makes things possible, not easy, which is a big thing that we strive for in our juice movement.
The juice movement.
The juice movement, and it's all just good stuff, and it's about being positive. Fanny means front part in England. Oh, your fanny is the front of you in England. Wow,
they got everything backwards over there.
They really do. They drive on the wrong side of the street, hey? Jesus. Nancy Weems is in the house. We love Nancy. We love that you guys hang with us on Friday. Like, honestly, not gonna lie to you guys, I've gotten some opportunities to be on shows for stand-up comedy on Friday nights, and I've decided to not take them, you know, because it's like I'd rather be true to my peeps, you know, my peeps out here, you know, because I made it. Hey, Prats, Lou Prats.
Lou, I love you.
Lou is the
so
fucking cool dog. He's the man. We love Lou so much. He was here with his 21-year-old son, Brian. It's Autism Awareness Month. Brian was one of the fucking best audience members you could ask for. Nothing but a gentleman. They're the best people. Like, honestly, like, greatest people. Like, everybody that I had at my comedy show last night was, I mean, I've met more people on my journey that I love. Like, it wasn't just limited, included, but not, you know, but not limited to these people that were there last night. But everyone that was there last night was people that I knew could jive, knew would be no trouble, because I'd be running in from work. There'd be food catered, but it'd be all over the place. And I knew it's like a calamity. That's why it's the Calamity Jones hour, because it's like, to keep this shit going, it really is a fucking calamitous thing. And you saw it. You were like, this is crazy.
I came in late and I'm like, what?
Because my husband is like literally making me, no, not at all. But I'm saying my husband's like literally changing where the cameras are at, and we're changing our limited equipment. We're making a whole different set come to life. And just like you do with us, is a very, very, very simple tool. Like, you with just a pen, you go crazy. Because I've seen you do very like you did. She did my Calamity Jones with the skull laughing. That I love. That I specifically, I wanted that because it's to the bone. It's my comedy is. It's not that it's dry. It's just that it's raw. It's just all of me, you know? Yeah, so it's going to be dirty. There's going to be jokes you can repeat to your grandma. There's going to be, that reminds me, I didn't tell any of my grandma jokes last night. Noni, I have jokes about you, and I didn't tell them last night. Damn it. They're good, too. I'll tell you them.
Okay.
I can't panel on stage on stage like this now. And we got to get back to the gas. So what other drawings did you bring me? Did you bring me something else to show me?
So this is Mama Fela's stuff.
Okay, so Mama Fela being
he's Jimmy Fela. He's he has his own Fox News show now. He used to work at as a writer for Kennedy. If you know who Kennedy.
I don't. But,
she was on MTV.
But everybody, like my aunt who's watching right now, and you know these people are gonna know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My Aunt Pat Marie said no. I started the fanny thing. Oh, okay, good. All right, it's a rumor. Rumors are just that the fannies.
We're sorry.
This is how rumors get started.
And then Bill Lobley, my other dad.
Bill Lobley.
They're so good.
So these are like the more in-depth. Look at that, him on the mic there. That is sexy.
Ooh.
It is. Look,
Nice.
it's scandalous. I like it. And then very Mount Rushmore in the front here.
Yeah.
I
kind of messed up on one of the guys, but I'm like,
but no one knows. That's the thing about you could say one of the guys, and I won't know which guy. That's the whole. That's the whole bonus part of it.
Here's one of my favorites. Oh well, I could just pull this out. It's Roy Orbison.
Roy Boy.
Roy Boy.
So who is Roy Boy?
It's Roy Orbison. He's a singer.
Ooh. From like what era?
Ooh, say 50s, 60s.
Okay, so my older crowd's gonna know this.
Came out in the 80s,
You're
and
gonna
then he died.
You shouldn't have.
He went out in a blaze of glory.
And then who are these guys? Who am I holding here?
Okay, so that's Tom Shalhoub, Bill Lobley, and me.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wait, and Taz always draws herself. Wait, where are you in here? Oh, here we go.
I like messed up, and then I made it.
You're by the knife.
Yeah.
That's Taz. Taz always draws herself like a very anime look. You have a very anime look.
I started drawing myself like that in like 5th grade or something, so I was just like, I'm just gonna keep that. And everybody's like, it doesn't even look like you. And I'm like,
that's how I draw myself. I'm not changing.
I'm like,
fuck you forever.
Yeah,
forever
like,
young. Like
I was about to say my grandma said F you forever, and I'm like, yeah, grandma.
Does she say that?
It doesn't even look like you. I'm like,
wait, your grandma said it, or who says F you forever? Your grandma, or your grandma said doesn't.
Oh
look
no,
like
you're like say F you forever to the person saying
yeah,
grandma.
No, I'm saying who says it, not your grandma.
No, grandma. She's just like, dude, that doesn't even look like you. And I'm like,
oh, you're saying it to your grandma.
Come on.
I got it now.
You're okay.
I thought somebody else was saying it, and grandma was standing up for you.
I wish. No.
That's how it should have went down, honestly,
no,
Grams.
My grandma's.
Just
she calls herself Grams. I don't know why. She was like, blessings, Grams, with like a bunch of emojis and the thinking emojis. And I'm like,
I'm going to be Grams, even though I'm not going to have children. I'm going to be somebody's Grams.
Yes.
Because fucking pot's legal in New York now. As of Taz got here, with magic hoping. They're like, pot's legal.
No, it's because it was
joke's legal the next day.
It's legal in my state, so I brought it over.
Oh, that's right.
You're welcome.
She brought some paperwork over from the state, and they were like, she was like, Cuomo just signed it. He was fucking.
It works so well for us.
Down and he just signed it.
Yeah. Didn't have to move.
Like whatever, man. Yeah, but either way, the bill got through. So God bless, fucking America. Fuck yeah. No, but yeah, I don't. We will not talk about that much further. I don't talk politics. I don't know how the bill got passed. I'm pretty sure Taz didn't bring it in her suitcase. I don't know. You must have been a fan of like the oh my God, Conjunction Junction. What's your function? What is that? Schoolhouse Rock?
Yeah. I only watched the We the People in order to form a more perfect union. Tranquility.
I know. I gotta get back to those because those are the basics. There's some good stuff in there.
Yeah.
Pot's legal here because no one wants to come here. We're trying. I know, Patty. It is a selling feature. That is true. Come vacation in New York. You can wear a mask. And
everybody's
smoke
like
pot
bringing their bongs in their suitcases
with a mask.
Fragile.
Must wear a mask while smoking. Like fucking so stupid.
Oh my God. Filter.
Yeah, it's like freaking. Oh my God! And my aunt was also talking about. They were saying that there's these nose masks. They were like, have you seen these? I was like, no, I have not seen these. She's like, they want us to look like clowns. Like at this point, because if you're eating, if you get some snot in your food, Like, come on.
So
Then just
dumb.
get a napkin. I don't
How are
think
you gonna breathe while eating?
Yeah, let's just die while we're fucking
Yeah.
stuffing our faces. That's like, thanks, government.
Oh my
Appreciate
God.
it.
Completely forgot about that.
Yeah, that's what she said. She's like, you look like a fucking clown mask. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm not judging. Like, it's totally a real threat. You gotta be safe. Like, I actually just heard about someone who I love and adore, who has it. But you know what? He's home. He's not in the hospital, and he's gonna be fine.
He's gonna be fine.
He's gonna be fine. And I literally prayed right before the show. Not even gonna lie. And we because it is a real thing, and we joke about it because we're young kids, and like I went to Florida and it came back negative, but I'm up here in New York. I could still run into a dirty fucking cart with it. You know, you still gotta wash your hands all the time, and it's still like a total real fucking thing. But I'm glad that you felt comfortable coming here, because like some people will stay out of New York, like my Aunt Patty saying, well, A, it's a hotbed for fucking corona because there's so many people from everywhere.
Yeah.
And B, like, yeah, it's like when we were down in Florida for our little vacation, it felt like everyone was down there because of it's warmer down there, and because you could be outside without your mask on, enjoy yourself a little more, feel a little more normal, like, and they're still like in the supermarkets wearing them, and people cooking your food and bringing your food over or wearing them.
Some people still wear them, yeah.
And what's cool about that, it's like, I honestly think that still should stay, because like you're talking in a restaurant, like not like me and you talking in a restaurant. I'm saying like people working and they're talking in the cook.
You could like have your spittle on.
Yeah, it really. Now that I talk about it, but my dad was joking. He's like, "But what happened to the hairnets? Like they can only have one piece of PPE at the same time, like." Because he's like total freaked out. He always thinks he's gonna get like spit in his food, hair in his hair. Yeah, he's that's like his big fear. Like we were never allowed to send anything back as kids. Like like you fucking better not have no special order or nothing. Like don't ask no fucking questions because they'll spit in our food. I'm like, okay, and it's like biggest fucking fear. But my one uncle told me that. He's a cook, and he told me that you could send stuff back once, but if you send it back twice, they're dropping it on the floor and picking it back up. Like, whoops. Steak's not too rare. Oh, too well done. How about this one? This one just right for you. But he was like, one time, you know, you could have a preference, and you know, this is a little too, you know, because you don't want to feel you're paying for something, so you don't want to feel that you can't being raised to be like you can't get what you want at a restaurant. You can't personalize stuff in a restaurant. It's a little traumatizing, Dad. Like I do have options.
I do have options.
I do have options, and I can be like, as long as I'm concise when they come with my order the first time. Like, and I don't fuck them up too much. She's like, but my sister one day we go to the drive-thru and she's like, no additions or substitutions, like fucking at McDonald's to me, but while she's driving. I'm like, what are you, Dad? No, I'm fucking not getting pickles on my fucking burger. Like, they work at McDonald's. It's their fucking job to save the pickle if I don't want it. Like,
give someone else an extra pickle. Like, God.
Fucking bid. Yeah, but she was inheriting that, like, social, you can't, no substitutions, no additions. And you're like, you'll get your food spit in. I'm like, yeah, this is McDonald's. Yeah, fucking people like make their own burgers up like over there.
Burgers are spit, dude.
Yeah, seriously. You got nothing to lose. Like, yeah, seriously. Like, there's nothing worse they could do to your freaking McDonald's burger, Janelle. Like, let me order my goddamn fucking what I want. So you have an older sister too, who you're super close with.
Oh yeah.
You draw pictures of your family.
Yeah.
Like I saw you did the Christmas picture, which I love. That was a couple years ago, you said?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's your dad is Santa Claus, mom is Mrs. Claus, right? And then you guys are elves.
Yes.
Yeah. But you're like a little, why are you a mean elf? Why were you the troublemaker, or do you envision yourself as the troublemaker? Or is Tony just the better kid? Why do you draw it like that? Like, why do you seem to draw yourself as the troublemaker? Do you feel that way?
I am.
Are you?
Yeah. No, it's one of those things. I'm kind of like, I guess I'm more outgoing than my sister. It's funny because we're both introverts.
Yep.
But I could be more outgoing.
Okay.
Even though like we can't strike a conversation. It's so bad when you're with a person that is the same, and we're both just like, and then you feel like, oh, I need to say something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so but like in the family, like me and my dad, we just like,
yeah, you guys are pals. That's how me and my dad are. Me and my dad are very close, second born, because he wasn't sure if he was gonna have a son, so he's like, I better just like make this one a boy, like just in case. Like, so he just started raising me like a son.
And you were like, thanks, Dad.
Yeah, like literally, like I got the instead of the Barbie, like the kitchen, like I have like the little one with the drill, like the little the wrench. Like he was like, she's getting this one because I'm not buying a fucking done buying girl shit. Boy shit forever. Boy toys now forever. Like
Hot Wheels beat.
Yeah, I know it really was like that. So I was a little more rough and tumble because they had Janelle. She was the first one, and the first baby. They're like more like, oh, we're gonna kill it. Like we got to be careful.
Yeah, exactly. I know, and I was telling her that. I was just like,
and then they're like, their fucking head won't pop. They're fine. Put some clothes on it. Just it's fine.
Because I remember you know, when you like I draw something, right? And like Tony's already drawn something, and they were like, "Wow, sweetie, this is great." And I come up here, and they're like, "That's cool, honey."
That's nice.
That's nice. And I'm like,
oh, so she draws as well.
She draws good. She draws good. Tony, my dad, best artist I know.
Well, let's talk about your hand tattoo. First of all, is that the only ink you have on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the only, and that and my Kilroy. Oh, I forgot that was. Yeah. my tramp stamp.
We'll show that later. I know. I thought you were gonna show me a tramp stamp.
You're like,
it's gonna say Sunny
so
D.
Excited.
Like that's fucking weird.
Wait a minute. But like, no, this is an osprey and it's a Seahawk, and no, it's not for the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
It's just like who said that? When it was like it was like the place where it's from, and I'm like, yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
The terrain or whatever.
So the osprey, any reason you picked the osprey?
My dad, because he's an artist too, and he's left-handed.
Oh,
and he and he tattooed himself, and he made the osprey, and it was just this one, and I got the matching one.
Oh my god!
And my sister has it on this side because she was like, "Oh, but I'm right-handed," and I'm like, I could put it on my right-handed because I used to be left-handed. You go, Dad, and we're like 20, but yeah, Dad is like. He's the coolest.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I mean, I interact with your mom on the internet too, and she's a doll, you know, so she loves and supports you, just like my mom. Like my mom's on here right now, loving us. She was like,
I don't see her.
Chris, are you on here? Well, she's got a crazy sleep schedule. She's got a crazy schedule, and we also have a time difference here. So Taz's people are we're in the future over here in New York.
Yeah,
they're still back at what is it? So it's almost coming up on 9. So what, you're coming up on 6 o'clock over there?
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
Yeah. So yeah, mom's down for the count because she's nights, right? Like Latin, like just like all the time, like never good schedule.
And like her and Tony both, and I'm just kind of like.
Yeah, because you're kind of like a morning person. I kind of noticed.
Yeah, like I kind of like get up and I'm like.
Yeah, it's nice. It's funny because like I'm really bad at like for work. Like I've been trying to like get to bed on time, get early and stuff. But like then on my day like off, I'll be like today, like I had to bring you somewhere, and like I was like cutting it so close. And then like tomorrow when I'll have like nowhere to be, I'll be like 7:30, like when I'm supposed to be at work. Like like a fucking asshole. Like, oh, thanks, eternal clock, for
I
working
know.
on Saturday perfectly, like a doll, like
Or like
like a charm.
Remember what we were talking about last night when it was like we set the alarms, and then you were like, I always wake up like an hour before, or like 2 hours, and I'm like, I do the same thing. I think it's because like your heart is just like, yeah, I don't like that noise, and so they're like, when they know,
Yeah.
and they're just like, I'm gonna wake you up before that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't
It's
want you to
nice.
stop.
It's but it is nice because like sometimes on like a Saturday I'll be like, all right,
Yeah.
like I'll like literally write like 1 o'clock need to be up, like, because like literally it's like I haven't slept, it's like over, like we like have been traveling, whatever the fuck it is, and then I'll go to bed, then it's like I'll wake up at like 11, like 2 hours earlier, like, you
You're
know,
just like, oh, good.
oh, like, woo, like I'm alive, this is good, I'm like ahead of schedule, I actually hit some REM, this is fucking solid. Yeah, but we had so much fun hanging with you. Oh my god, it was like, it's just so cool to like, I feel like I've like lost people as I've grown and things like that, but and then comedy, I found comedy and found this whole new world of people, not only comics but Robin DeVito, you, Nancy Weems, real fucking people out there that like we just fucking we're on the same fucking team, yo. We're on team Sunny D because the world needs more citrus. Like seriously, look on the bright side, guys. There's a silver lining here. There has to be, and we're only on this earth once. Like, so why be fucking miserable? Like, stop bringing people down.
Like, really?
Like, you know, that's why we try to laugh, we try to have fun. It's why I sought comedy, because I was like, I need to laugh. It's why you sought a comedy show to draw, so I watch a comedy show every day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't put on dramatic sad movies all the time because I don't like that stuff all the time. Like, every once in a while I like a you know, we watched the Mr. Rogers movie, which was great, by the way, with Tom Hanks.
It was so
Tears of joy, loved it. But that's like a good cry. But like, I don't know, I necessarily, like, if I'm gonna watch something, because I so rarely put on TV, I want to watch a comedy. I want to watch something that's gonna make me laugh and just gonna be funny. Like, I don't want to, like, we started watching a movie one night, Glenn and I, and the guy, like, his wife had cheated on, no, his wife died, and he was on the property that the dad lent him, you know, that they built together, but now he's a young widow, and the dad's calling him like, you got to get off the property, dude, and he's like, but I thought you gave us this house, and he's like, well, I don't care, like, so now this guy's like picking up, and like literally this is the first 15 minutes, because that's when they give you the breakdown of the movie, the 17-minute rule, you know that, so we get, and Glenn's like, I can't watch this, like, I'm not gonna go on a 2-hour like fucking depressing journey with this fucking widow, like, love ya, but not gonna do it.
Best.
She says comedians are repulsed by me. That's not fair, Patty. I'm a comedian and I love the goddamn shit out of you. Robin's saying exactly, Mandy. I think she's talking about Team Sunny D. Nancy Reems is real. That is true. Nancy, your son, what he's doing, you're always fucking pumping out other people's stuff. And Nancy Weems gets it, that like the sharing and the supporting is what gets it done. I'm like, everybody share the show. She's like, shared it, got it. And I know that like some of these people that have found my show, I know that they come through friends of friends, like sharing my shit. It's not a coincidence that we have mutual friends that are all like, I got like a biker community of friends through like, cause like through like Bruno and Nancy Weems, they're all like, they're all, Bruno, we love you, we love you, Bruno. He's probably doing something right now, but he'll like be sharing the show anyways. He's awesome. Oh man. Yeah. But these are the people that like make what we do seem worth it, because somebody shares it and like, you're like, oh, that means they think it was cool. Like, exactly. Like, you know, Patty said, exactly. Bonnie's another comedian that loves you, Patty. So, was the guy a cannibal? Who?
The one from the movie that you're talking about. He was depressed, so he started eating other people.
I didn't get that far. If you watched it, I didn't. Jesus fuck. No, I didn't get that far into it. Maybe that's why Glenn, my townie guy, thinks You are hot, Mandy. Oh, thank you. Why? Thank you, Townie guy.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm a fucking asshole. Totally a fucking asshole. I've been having nothing but fun hanging out with you because, like I said, we just jive, dude. You know,
man.
Robin even said she's like, you're animated like me. You're like perfect on as a little character on here. I love it. I was like, I'm not even preparing anything because I know we're just gonna have fun.
I know, and that's the other thing when you go to, like you were saying, meet people from online, and how you're just kind of like, you know.
I know you're really gonna stay at my house. It's like she might be a fucking witch. Like,
well, like it's funny because like when I see you and stuff like that, I'm just kind of like that's you. I know you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're just one of those people, and I have no bad vibes from you at all or anything. But then like when we met, I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, my instincts were right.
Yeah, again, no.
Yeah, no, but that's how I felt about you too. Like, because we had like FaceTimed and stuff, and that's one of those things. Like, not that you were catfishing me as a friend, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
FaceTiming people, you actually really do feel like, even though you're on the other side of the country, you feel like you're talking to them. Like, this morning we caught your mom and your sister for a minute, and like, you know, just got to say hi. And her mom gave me permission to smack her upside the head if I wanted to. I'm like, you raised a fucking angel. Would you stop it? But I was like, oh, can I like smack other people with Chris's like permission now? Like, can I just fucking go on a range?
Chris Smith right here, or like the backhand Chris Smith.
I'm gonna get it branded on me. Real fucking rough. Bring an old school mama. CS certified slap. Christmas. I'm getting that. I'm getting a branding. Mandy is not a cannibal. No worries. Yeah, no, I'm not. Don't have to worry about that. Wink, wink. The fact that we have to say Mandy is not a cannibal is very fucking disturbing to me.
Thanks. It makes me feel better.
Was there a conspiracy out there that I was a cannibal at one point, guys? Jesus. Am I like debunking the fucking?
Who's like putting this around?
I guess Robin got wind of it.
Who knows?
I know, seriously. The sacrifice is later tonight.
Oh no.
Not a cannibal. Yeah, don't mind me. Just not a cannibal. Fucking A, man.
Thanks, Mr. Pito, for
clearing that up. That fake news that was going around.
Thank God.
Seriously, put that to bed. She would have eaten her by now if she was. I know, Taz is so adorable. I would have eaten her by now. Seriously, I would have started at these little fucking hands. Eat the tattoo. Dahmer said something specific about the tattoo. I'll have to try that part.
Yeah, it has some extra protein in there.
He said it tasted gross. He didn't like tattoos. The lady left me a wooden spoon and told me I should hit her kids. My mom didn't use it because my mom was scared.
My mom used a plastic spoon because they don't break.
Yeah, fucking that government plastic. I'm getting CS certified fucking smack, Chris Smith.
Plastic.
Oh my God. I can't wait.
Mr. Lynch!
Keep one eye open. The Colonel, we love you. Honestly, we gotta salute you
so much. I met him on my birthday on one of your shows, and it was Facebook wasn't working, so we went to YouTube, and he was on the YouTube shows.
YouTube are the only two that can figure it out. The only two dedicated people.
What's up, Mr. Lynch? How you doing?
And that was awesome on your birthday.
On
dedicated to found. Oh my God! And he's a sweetheart.
He is.
He's Colonel. Is what the Sunny D message is all about. What the Colonel is like. The bright side. Life is short. Do what you can. Be kind. Like seriously, compassion. Like he's one of these people. You see him writing on Facebook and writing these things, but then you meet him in the real life and he's the same exact person.
Yeah.
And you know it because you've seen him on the Calamity Jones Hour, where
Yeah.
like you get to feel like you said, you knew me. You feel like you know me because I'm not reading a script.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't have a choice but to be myself. You know, and like that's
a teleprompter.
Yeah, I know. Like, I know, guys. Shut up, dude. You want to get eaten later? You want to get eaten later, dude? Do you want to get eaten later? What'd I tell you? Certified smack?
Do
you want a certified smack? Faint sticks work wonders. Is what Nancy Weems saying. Nancy Weems is a mother of boys. Okay, paint sticks, guys. That's good.
Zoom straight to the moon.
Bam. my cousin, Jesus fuck, my friend was talking about, he was raised by his grandmother, and she never hit him, but like he knew his parents were hit, but she would never hit him, but because she was grandma, she wouldn't get hit. But one time he said he was just mouthing off to her. He was playing a video game, and she was like, "What?" Like she asked him to do something, and he was like, "Yeah, whatever." Like in a minute, like type of thing.
Yeah, right.
And she fucking like brought his ass out, like whipped him, and like threw him off the fucking front porch, and was like, "You're lucky you're not one of my fucking kids, like, 'cause I would have killed one of them. Like, get a hold of your fucking self. Like, you do everything for your stupid ass." Like,
I remember my Upa, who is my mom's dad.
Okay.
This is where she gets it from. But because it was me, Tony, and Riley.
Okay, so this is a cousin now?
This is a cousin, yeah.
Okay.
And Riley was...
What?
He was
a little shy.
It was a little shy.
He didn't behave well, the best.
He's cool now.
Okay.
But back then...
Yeah.
The worst.
He grew out of it.
Yeah.
He grew out of it. And we can call him a brat.
Yeah, and we were like this tall, right?
Kids are annoying. Robin's agreeing. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
He's still...
So, like, because like where they lived was like the woods.
Okay.
It was just the woods. And Riley decided to bring out all of our Hot Wheels and was just like throwing them out into the woods.
Oh my god.
And my Upa was just like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, like
money.
Like,
yeah, like
throwing money into the dirt.
We bought these for you. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, and he goes, "Pick those up." Riley turns to him and said the worst thing you could say as a child to an adult. No, the N-word. And he was, you seen him go, and I'm like, dude, he's gonna die, dude. And
we're
Riley,
going to a funeral next week.
Riley, he said going to a wake.
We're dead.
And Riley was just like,
oh my god.
Yeah, he was just a total
come
brat.
at me, like, try me, bitch. Catch me outside.
And he did.
He caught his ass outside.
He took him by the scruff and got him the pants. He went like this and threw him up into the woods. And he was like, "Pick them all up!" And I was just like...
and like body slammed him, like
RKO. And then my grandma was like, John, no. One of the best things I've ever saw my Upa do. He was so pissed. And I was just like, Riley's dead, dude.
Oh, thank God he lives to tell about
it.
Yeah,
he's okay. He's okay. But like,
you learned a fucking lesson. You gotta listen.
Well, don't say no to Upa, dude.
Yeah, seriously, you're at his house. You're a guest at his house.
Yeah.
One thing if he's telling you what to do at your house.
I mean, yeah.
You could try a little bit, because then it's like, this is your parents, and I feel like kids get away with that a little more when they're at their house. The parents are like, oh no, well that's what they do. That's their little thing.
I mean, I get that, not with my parents.
No, my parents were like, you're to be seen and not heard.
Yeah.
They thought we were great, but like my dad was like, in public and stuff, it's like, You're not ordering, you know what I mean? You're not running amok. Like when we go to the supermarket, Glenn's like, my parents would not let me go. Like they would be like, you're going to the supermarket and it's going to be a treat and you're not picking anything out. And like,
you're staying with us.
Yeah. You won't be coming next time if you fucking can't hang tight. Like, and there's kids like literally running around. I'm like, is there a parent like around?
Yeah. Who's he belong to? Like anybody, and that's the other thing. Anybody could swoop them up.
I know, that's the scary part.
That's scary, yeah.
I know, that's what my mom told me. She's like, you're gonna get raped and murdered and kidnapped. Like, hang tight, fucking. Which is also a scary thing to put in a kid's head. Like, that just everyone's a rapist murderer, but it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's better than thinking everybody's nice and great.
It's better than being raped and murdered.
Definitely better than being raped and murdered. Thank you, Taz, for that nice outlook on that. For that genuine outlook. That genuine perspective. We should have just done the Mr. Rogers fucking voice the whole time.
Oh my god. Hiya, kids.
Because he was just so sweet. You guys gotta watch that Mr. Rogers movie.
It's good.
Yeah, It's a Wonderful Day in the Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good grandpa. Yeah, exactly. He taught him the value of a fucking toy. And my mom's saying, wow, Taz. Yeah, the abuse was as heavy over here. Lou Pratt's is dying. Kids should be seen and not heard. Lou Pratt's likes that.
As a child, I loved it. I was just like, hell yeah, Oopa, get it.
My mom says not all at one time, Mandy. LOL. I don't know what she's talking about. Well, my mom also like filmed us like our entire lives and was like, star time, like you're like totally.
And you're just like,
no, she loved it. Like I'm saying, like seen and not heard, but but like that's in public, like definitely. Yeah. Oh, not all the time, man. Yeah, not all at one time. You're not gonna get raped and murdered. I guess I don't know. Mom, I'm trying. I'm gonna get raped, and then they're gonna murder me, and then it's gonna be somebody who's into I was gonna say narcolepsy. What's the one I'm looking for?
Oh, geez, necrophilia. Yeah. Oh my, necro.
Because we know that means sleeping, dead, dormant, close. We're getting closer. Honing in on the English language there. Oh my God, Taz, you are a doll. Where can they find you? Because you've got presence everywhere.
I have Twitter is Tass.
TAS. Yeah. THE. Resident.
No. R_A. That's for Twitter.
Oh, okay, that's Twitter.
The rest is just Tass, the resident artist, either all together or like separate.
Okay.
I think it comes up with.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you put in a platform Taz the resident artist, you'll find you.
Yeah. And
all her stuff is very little color. You do a lot of black and white, and like sometimes you'll do like some red to pop or like just a single color to pop.
Here's
but she's
got a colored one, I think.
But she's got all her Oh yeah, that's a good one. Let's end on
this one was a Gucci
this is great. Now who am I looking at here?
That is Corey Wells from Three Dog Night, the lead singer, and then Dean Martin. There's Jack Webb with the straw hat, and then Frank Sinatra in the Naruto getup. And
then what is Taz doing up here? So wait, so these guys are saying God gave us a challenge. Even thought of it is a sin. And then she's saying, then why do you even exist?
That's to Dean Martin.
To Dean Martin. Yeah. Like, how do you exist if I'm not supposed to have sexual desires, man? Like,
yeah, man.
Because you are an attractive animal.
He's an attractive man.
He's an attractive animal. And this is Taz herself, which is great. The resident artist. So blessed to know you, kid. To finally meet you in person.
I'm blessed to know you.
Oh, I really am. I really am. Seriously, I feel so. I'm so thankful. We had such a great time. You are all I thought and more. All I could have hoped for and more. You were so great.
Me too.
And I'm glad that I'm not a cannibal because you're adorable and I would eat you alive. If I were
so
into
glad
that
you're
sort
not
of
a
thing, I totally would eat you alive if I could.
Such a plus.
But I'm not. But we're flexitarians over here. We're trying to stay away from meat. So you're safe.
Thanks.
Sunday's my cheat night.
Not on Easter.
We love you guys so much. Thank you,
guys.
pals out west, for hanging. Thank you, Mom, Robin DeVito. Prayers are with everybody. You know who you are. Patty Marie saying, "Don't leave us." Patty, you guys start the beginning over when I leave this, because I did do an intro and it was all about the Sunny D movement and looking on the bright side, the silver linings, the Greg Gutfield's leaving and the Tom Shalhoub's coming into your life. You know, all that good stuff. Turning over a new leaf, and so happy to have you, Taz. I cannot thank you enough.
And thank you for having me in your house and living here, and it's so sweet. Thank you so much.
I know.
You
She's
and
like,
Glenn are the best.
She's like, how long can I stay? I was like, if it's over a year, I'm just gonna need you to sign something. Like, seriously, just come. I don't have kids, and I have a home. I've got room for you, and I love it. And it was really great. You are a doll. Seriously. Thank you guys for hanging with us. We love you. Until next time. That's the show. That's it.